Hi everyone, I'm Swasti and I welcome you to today's session on reshaping employee engagement with Agentic AI. To walk us through this session, we have with us Chinmay Kulkarni. He's a growth product manager at Xoxoday. Chinmay leads product-led growth by creating scalable and effective solutions. So yes, over to you, Chinmay.
Hi everyone. Hey, thanks, Swasti, for the introduction. Before we start with the webinar, right, like I'll try to set up some context with respect to what we are trying to achieve today, or what is it that might be some of a learning for all of you in terms of taking it back from the webinar. So, in terms of employee engagement today, right, like there are a lot of AI advances which are happening throughout the globe. And what Impulse is trying to do is, with respect to those kind of AI capabilities and agentic AI, what more can we do in the rewards and recognition field, and to further improve the kind of recognition programs that you might be running within your organizations. To start with, right, so I'll share my screen. Let me, Swasti, I guess you'll have to share your screen or give me access to share my screen so that. Yeah. So as we look into the part of sharing the screen, I'll try to talk about what exactly are we going to speak about here. So there are a lot of things that the Impulse has achieved over the period of past 6 months in terms of the AI features that have been enabled on the platform. Uh, One of them basically talks about how we can utilize the recognition data on the platform. So I have shared my screen. Let me know once it's visible.
Yes,
Is it visible?
yes, yes, sure.
Yes.
Yes. So one of the things that we have tried to build over here at Impulse is, with the recognition data that you have on the platform, how can you basically utilize it for the betterment of your employee workforce, as well as draw some hidden insights. Now, when we talk about this, right, like the recognition data which is present on the platform, it's a plethora of data which is quite credible, because these recognitions are coming from the peers, from managers, from your colleagues. Now, what we are trying to achieve with this recognition data is, like, let's say we take an example over here, wherein I send an appreciation to Swasti with a particular award message which reads out, "Hey Swasti, great work in terms of organizing the webinar. The slide presentation was very well designed and very centric towards the AI capabilities which customers are wanting to see." Now, this is an award message which basically I have written, drafted, and with that, I would have sent an appreciation to Swasti. What AI would basically try to do over here is, it will crawl this particular message. After crawling, it will basically highlight those particular skill sets which Swasti exhibited, and let me know that in this particular appreciation which Swasti has basically received, her presentation skills as well as customer centricity is something that she exhibited. Now, these are two skills that she exhibited in this particular appreciation. Now, just scale it to n number of appreciations. So, over a period of time, what we will have is basically a skill profile that would be exhibited by Swasti over a period of time. With those skill profiles, I can plan a lot of other things. So the skill profile would not be just for an individual, but it can be scaled to an org level, at a department level, at location level. And the use cases that we are basically trying to solve over here, or trying to also get to understand from the customers how they are using these particular features, like skill mapping within the platform, is for their talent management, or planning their webinar sessions, or planning their training sessions, in terms of, like, what kind of skill sets are currently low that I would want to empower my organization to have. So these kind of hidden insights can be covered with the recognition data that is currently on the platform. Coming to the next part to it, like, what more are we trying to do? So recognition data also helps you uncover a lot of other hidden insights. One such interesting insight is also to understand the attrition trends. Now, absolutely true, like attrition does not belong or does not basically, let's say, relate to just one particular metric, which would be recognition, but recognition does come out to be one of the key factors, is what we have realized over a period of time looking at data. So what we try to do over here in terms of trying to draw those parallels with recognition and the retention trends is we try to understand, like, based on the recognition that a particular employee is receiving, how less likely is he or she to leave the organization. And it allows you to basically understand a lot of attrition risks, and based on that devise your action plans. So within the Impulse platform, you get these trends, you get those heat maps with which you can basically understand how the recognition trends are moving, which departments are basically not recognizing more, or let's say which employees are feeling less recognized within that particular organization. It also gives you an ability to understand certain manager metrics, like for a particular employee, does he or she feel like they are being appreciated by the manager. So this has actually come out to be a pretty interesting factor and a key factor for an employee to feel valued within the company, whether the manager has appreciated him or her. So those kind of trends can actually help you establish certain correlation between recognition and the retention trends. Uh, Now, coming to the part, like what more can we do with certain AI capabilities that we have in the platform? So, one interesting thing that we heard our customers speak about is it often happens that when the entire reward budget is with the managers to appreciate, or let's say with certain business unit heads or cost center heads, it is always in terms of that we as the product champions, like let's say we the HRs here, need to push our managers a lot to participate in the recognition program, or we need to keep on constantly pushing this towards our entire employee base, that participate in the appreciation process, send out the rewards, utilize your budget. But what we thought of when we heard from our customers is that why not try down a of approach, and that too coupled with basically weekly achievement nudges. It's something that Impulse has basically built based on an understanding that we also give employees an opportunity. Like, let's think of it in a way wherein you would have seen that your team member would have achieved something, or he or she would have helped you with certain thing, and you would have appreciated them, not maybe on a particular platform, or not maybe with a particular appreciation or an award, but with, let's say, a pat on the back in the room, or you would have mentioned it in the meeting. But what if the employee feels like, I never got an appreciation on a particular platform, on a public platform, or let's say a monetary award for it? This is where that particular employee actually gets a chance to speak about their achievements, wherein they can actually submit it the way you see over here. The screenshot which talks about, like, there is a particular employee who is basically submitting her achievement, like successfully revamped the employee benefits portal, resulting in a 30% increase in user engagement. Now, once this message is actually sent as a record or sent as an achievement, the manager receives these kind of notifications on a cadence, which can be completely again customized by you, or tailored by you as to when do we want those notifications to go out to the managers. Now, managers start receiving these smart insights when they come to the platform as to whom can they recognize and for what. So this acts as a very soft nudge, as well as ensures that an employee is able to showcase his achievements, highlight his achievements, for which they can get appreciated for. So it not only helps you drive the adoption of your recognition program in the platform, it also helps your employees to understand the value of the tool, wherein they feel like this is the place where I can talk about something that I have contributed to. So these are certain real-time insights of accomplishments by the employees, which they can publish and showcase to their managers, and can be used in such a way that can lead to a greater adoption of your entire R&R platform, or the tool, in this case, samples that you would be implementing. Now, coming to the part of how more can we use AI when it talks about recognition. So most of the times in the platforms, you would have seen, like, we can use AI as in a way wherein it can help you write the award messages, or it can help you draft the citations or the award citations. What we have done over here is we have taken a step ahead. So one of the things that I talked about in the previous slide, was in terms of like an employee basically submitting their weekly achievements and those coming out as insights to the managers that they can go and appreciate. Those two can basically be considered by the AI to suggest certain award messages that the manager can draft while sending out the appreciations. So over here, when you are appreciating someone in Impulse, what we have tried to do is take into consideration number of attributes or numerous attributes that can help you draft a very credible message. It helps you ensure that it first of all it's pretty inclusive. It helps to basically draft a particular message which is quite credible and valuable, and at the same time it also helps you understand that the words of praise that you would be using to send out this appreciation actually consists of certain achievements or certain contributions that the employee really wanted to get awarded for. So when we talk about a smart recognition coach here within the Impulse platform, it actually helps you devise or gets you recommendations that can help you draft that particular message while sending it out. So that's what we do with the smart recognition coach within our Impulse platform. Now we talk about the sentimental analysis. Now this also comes in very handy when you have certain use cases like running engagement surveys within your organization. So Impulse not only being just a recognition tool is also a tool where you can run all your surveys. It can basically fit your life cycle surveys, custom pulse surveys, and all those kind of requirements through which you would want to gather certain feedback. Now, you would have seen tools which help you do that. What we have basically tried to do over here is with the feedback that you would have collected, especially with those particular questions which are open ended, where you would receive numerous number of feedback from your employees, you would want to understand like what kind of action plan can I devise on this? Or what kind of action plan once devised, whom should I basically assign it to? And how should it basically help me improve on the feedback? So all these things can actually be done through the sentimental analysis within the Impulse platform, where once you have run the survey and collected the feedback, you can actually run the analysis using our AI, wherein you get certain recommended action items as to what are certain actions that you can start taking on based on the feedback you have collected. And it gives you complete visibility on the summaries as well as how the progress on those actions have been. So, with this, we come towards a part wherein how more or what more are we trying to achieve with the Impulse AI capabilities. Now, one of the things that you would have basically seen within the platform or while coming to the webinar is also about like Impulse has something called as Agentic AI, or it is something that is going to help us with a lot of other capabilities that we are trying to drive through an R&R tool. So just to spend some more time on it, like what is it that when we talk about the Impulse agentic AI, what I would do is I have already shared my screen. I'll just give you a quick glance of how that looks like within our platform so that it will be easier for you to visualize. So the entire tool that is there in some of you might be using it, some of you might be interested in implementing it within your organization. What we have tried to do is we have basically launched something called as the Impulse Copilot. Now you can completely visualize Impulse Copilot as like let's say an HR assistant or a particular assistant that you would have hired, and completely a particular additional resource that you're actually taking with Impulse that can help you do a lot of things. The Copilot itself has been designed in such a way that it can not only cater to the needs of the HR who want to champion the product, run their recognition program, or run their surveys, but also for the employees who are going to be the daily users of the platform. Like simple case scenarios wherein you would want to drive certain adoption of your R&R would be in terms of, can my employees really get certain recommendations on whom can they really appreciate? It can be on simple basis, like let's say one of the examples that we talked about while we were going through the entire webinar is that there are certain employees within the organization who haven't been appreciated by their manager yet. So, can it be in such a way that the manager actually gets those insights, recommendations while he or she is appreciating? A co-pilot can come really handy with it, wherein the co-pilot can actually share those recommendations or show those recommendations while the manager is appreciating someone. At the same time, the cases can even vary from organizations to organization, like in fact based on the persona as well. Like you as an HR would want to understand a lot of aspects to the entire adoption of the tool or the engagement on the platform, or it can be as simple as can I get certain insights and reports for which you might be spending a lot of time today, in terms of downloading the data, slicing and dicing the data, putting it on Excel sheets. You might be investing hours on it. What we have tried to do over here, as you can also see certain prompts on the screen, like me being the admin of the platform, the prompts are basically customized towards me. You can see certain prompts which can give me quick insights as to, like, let's say, as simple as if I want to understand, like, a particular thing, like, can you share the list of employees who have basically given and received the highest number of recognitions on within the last 3 months. So once I give this particular prompt, like I have already created the entire template to help you visualize it. So once I give that prompt to the co-pilot, it can actually help generate a lot of insights for me. Like who are the employees who basically have sent the most number of awards. It also helps generate tables and reports, which can help you basically, let's say, show it to your management or show it to your leadership, or in fact, show to the managers as well if you want to create certain team reports. And this kind of immediate insights and these kind of real time insights can make it really handy for you to understand the entire ROI of the platform on, let's say, time to time basis. You might be facing a lot of challenges today, like what we keep on hearing from the customers, like we want quick access to the reports, we want quick insights on the engagement on the platform, we want quick insights in terms of, like, how does the monthly active users look like on the platform, do my employees really log into the platform, are they redeeming their points, are they basically appreciating someone, utilizing their budget. So all these insights can basically be drawn through the Empuls Copilot. So currently, it is something that we have made available for all our Empuls customers. They are trying and testing it out, sharing a lot of feedback. A lot of more things are getting enabled through the Copilot that we have launched. But the entire idea over here is how can we try to move towards a particular generation of rewards and recognition where most of the things are AI driven or agentic AI in nature. So with that, we are almost towards the end of this webinar from my end, wherein I have tried to cover the major aspects of the key features or the AI capabilities that Empuls has today, and what we are trying to do with the Empuls Copilot, which is available in the Empuls platform.